Yes. So children, now we are talking about the partnership deed. Since you have already written the definition, what is a partnership deed? It is a document which contains all the important informations which are related to formation and running of a partnership firm. What all can be included in it? First of all, what is the name of your firm? Then nature of the business and the location. What is the nature of the business? Nature of the business means, is it for an investment? Will you be doing an investment activity? Will you be doing a manufacturing activity? Will you be doing a transportation business? The type of business, the nature of business, and the location of the business. Children, location means address. Address of the registered office. Underline this and write down. Location of the business का मतलब होता है the registered office. Where is the registered office of the firm? Now the third one, duration of the business. Duration of the business means if it is a particular partnership, it will come to an end after the services are over, after the functioning is over. So what will be the term duration? कितने years के लिए XYZ have entered into a partnership agreement. Next one, investment made by each partner. What do you call this investment? We call this capital of the partners. Are you clear? Are you familiar with the term capital?
Yes, ma'am.
So the capital is called the amount which is invested by the partner. Next, distribution of profit and loss. Will X, Y, Z or A, B, C share profits and losses equally? Or will they share it in some other ratios? There are ratios. For example, if X, Y, Z will share ratio, they will share profits equally. It will be 1:1:1. If there is a profit of 30,000 rupees, how much will X get? If they are sharing profits equally. Yes? 10,000. And Y will get how much?
10,000.
And Z will get how much?
10.
Okay. Now for example, if the ratio is 3:2:1, how will you do it? 30,000 into 3/6. 30,000 into 2/6 and 30,000 into 1/6. This is how you will divide the profits. So what shall be the profit sharing ratio? Then duties and obligations of the partner. Who will be the active partner? Who will be the partner who has invested only the capital? Who will manage the activities? Who will be the signing authority? Who will take up all the decisions? So all these are to be mentioned also in the partnership deed, so that basically there are no more confusions further. बाद में जब हम partnership को रन करने के दौरान कहीं पर अगर हम रुकते हैं, so we can just flip through those partnership deed and find out for this condition we have set this rule, and that rule will be followed, almost like the constitution. Whenever the laws are to be followed, we quickly find out what does the constitution says and then we follow it. So it is more like that. Then salaries and withdrawals of the partner. What will they take from business, from the partnership firm, from the association? Will they take salary? Will they get any other interest? Whatever capital they invest, they get interest on capital. And sometimes they withdraw their own money from the business. That amount is called as, can you tell me, when a owner withdraws money from business, it is called as drawings. Have you ever heard this term? Drawings. Drawings from the business. So अगर वो पार्टनर्स विड्रॉ करेंगे अपना मनी फर्म में से, तो क्या वो उसके बदले में फर्म को इंटरेस्ट ऑन ड्राइंग्स देंगे? या अगर उन्होंने कैपिटल इन्वेस्ट कर रखी है, सो विल दे गेट इंटरेस्ट ऑन कैपिटल इन रिटर्न? इफ येस और नो, all this will be included in the partnership deed. Similarly, there are terms of governing admission, retirement and death. In case of admitting any new partner, in case of retirement of any old partner, in case if any partner dies in between the duration of the partnership firm, then what will happen to the firm? The rules for all this will also be mentioned in the partnership deed. Then interest on capital and interest on drawings, like I have told you. When they invest money in the company, in the partnership firm, when they invest capital, they will take interest on capital. They will take interest on capital. And when they withdraw money from the firm, when they withdraw money from the partnership firm, they will have to give interest on drawings. they will have to pay to the firm. So how will it be? What percentage? फर्म ने अगर हमारी कैपिटल यूज़ करी उसके बदले में वो हमें कितना इंटरेस्ट ऑन कैपिटल प्रोवाइड करेगी, 5% ऑफ द कैपिटल अमाउंट और 10% ऑफ द कैपिटल अमाउंट विल बी गिवन टू द पार्टनर्स. ऑल दिस विल बी डिसाइडेड इन द पार्टनरशिप डील. देन प्रोसीजर ऑफ डिसोल्यूशन. डिसोल्यूशन मीन्स टू डिसॉल्व. व्हेन वी डिसॉल्व शुगर इन वाटर, व्हाट हैपन्स? It disappears, it vanishes, it goes off. In the similar way, dissolution of the firm means closing of a firm. In case of admission of a new partner, the old firm is dissolved and the new is made. In case of death of any partner, the old firm has to be dissolved and a reconstitution has to take place. In case of retirement of a partner, then too the previously running firm comes to an end and a fresh partnership firm is to be started. So what shall be the rules regarding the dissolution? And preparation of accounts and their audits. How will you prepare the accounts? Financial accounting कैसे होगी? And who will audit? Means who will check if you have made the accounts correct or not? How will it be checked? And the last one means method of solving disputes. If there are any conflicts or disputes or clashes between partners, who will solve it? How will you solve it? What will you do in a particular situation? All this will be dealt into the partnership deed. Or children, because this is an important topic, any confusion with the partnership deed?
No, ma'am.
Any confusion with what is written in the partnership deed? इसमें क्या लिखा होता है? Name, nature, location, purpose, how much capital each one has invested, how will they withdraw, will they get interest on capital or not, how will the firm dissolve, how will they admit new partner, how will the old partner go away. All these things are discussed in the partnership deed. I will send you these notes. You please copy down all these points. Give a heading. Contents of partnership deed. Contents, CONTENTS. Contents of a partnership deed. So nearly 10-12 points are there. You can overall leave half a page. I will send you these points. Please note it down. I don't want to know if it is there in your book or not. And secondly, if you have not purchased the book as yet, you will have to suffer. The questions which we have given in the unit test are simply not on the basis of what all question answers are given at the back of the book, but it is there from between the chapter also. So please be very careful. If you have not yet purchased the book, you will not be able to solve your Google forms. Let me tell you. Give the next topic. After leaving half a page, I will send you those points. You will copy them. Give the next heading. Registration of a partnership firm. Write the next topic. Registration of a partnership firm. Registration means when you buy a new vehicle, what do? You get it registered with RTO. हाँ, रोड ट्रांसपोर्ट अथॉरिटी के पास हम रजिस्टर कराते हैं दैट दिस इज़ माई न्यू कार, आई वॉन्टेड टू बी रजिस्टर्ड. Right? When a new student comes into the class, he tells the class teacher, ma'am, please register my name in the attendance record, in the attendance sheet. Similarly, when the partnership firm comes into existence, write down. When the partnership firm comes into existence, when the partnership firm comes into existence, it is to be registered. It is to be registered with the registrar. Please write the spelling correct. It is to be registered with the registrar. A person who is duly appointed to take down the registrations. He sits in the court only. He is a registrar. और उसके पास एक registration register होता है in which he registers that you have started a partnership firm. on this date for this purpose, and these are the terms and conditions of your partnership. Full stop. Currently, yes, I can repeat. A partnership firm is to be registered with the registrar. A partnership firm is to be registered with the registrar, and the spelling is mentioned there in the message box. Please check. It is to be registered with the registrar. Full stop. Presently, presently on a stamp with a fee of rupees 750, a stamp with a fee of rupees 750, on a stamp with a fees of rupees 750, a partnership firm can be registered in India. A partnership firm can be registered in India. Now, why is registration important? Why is registration important? Write down, registration of partnership is important because it is a legal proof. Registration of partnership is important because it is a legal proof of the existence. It is a legal proof of the existence. EXISTANCE. Existence. It is a legal proof of existence of the partnership. I said verbally that I have a partnership firm, but where is the proof? This registration is the proof that yes, actually I have a partnership firm. Children, clear? What is the registration and why is it needed? There can be two questions.
Yes, ma'am.
What is the registration and why is it needed? Okay. Now, it is also possible that the firm is not registered and it will face some problems. Conditions when an unregistered firm faces problems are: conditions when an unregistered firm, FIRM, unregistered firm faces problems are: point number 1, they cannot file a suit, SUIT, मीन्स वो किसी दूसरे फर्म या किसी दूसरी कंपनी या किसी दूसरे इंडिविजुअल के खिलाफ कोई लीगल केस फाइल नहीं कर सकते हैं. दे कैनॉट फाइल अ सूट, SUIT, दे कैनॉट फाइल अ सूट अगेंस्ट any person or any other firm, on any person or any other firm. Second point, the firm cannot file a suit against its partners. A firm cannot file a suit against its partners. And the third point, the partners cannot file a suit against the firm in which they are working. The partners cannot file a suit against the firm in which they are working. Let us do this with the help of an example. Suppose I had a firm XYZ Limited and there are some partners, Ram, Mohan and Dinesh. Now, the profits of the firm were earned and Ram was earlier allowed that he will get 50% of the profit. Now the firm is not giving him 50% profit. The firm is saying, I cannot give you 50% profit. I cannot give you 2 shares of the profit, and the rest 25 I will not give to the other 2, but please share it equally. Now Ram disagrees because he says, no, I was supposed to get 50% of the share. I will not take 30% or 25%. I will file a case against the firm. But the firm is not registered. So Ram cannot file a case against the firm. On the other hand, if any partner does any dishonest activity and the firm as a separate entity wants to file a case against the partner, the partnership firm wants to file a case against any of the partners, ये भी वो नहीं कर सकते हैं. Why? Because it was not registered. So when there is a dispute, when there is a legal matter, it is always advisable that the partnership firms should be registered, so that if they stuck around anywhere, they should be able to file a legal case against each other, against the firm also and the firm against the partner itself. Getting the difference of getting it registered and not getting it registered?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. The procedure for getting a firm registered is also given. I have told you. Let me read it out. We will decide that we are going to be partners. We will decide the name, the nature, location, type of the business, other rules and regulations. We will get the partnership deed created. Then we will one day, all the partners, XYZ, all the partners, they will visit the registrar office. And there, by completing the legal formalities, what they will do? They will get their firm registered. अपनी सारी चीज़ें डिसाइड करेंगे, सारे पार्टनर्स एक साथ होंगे, पार्टनरशिप डीड को डिफाइन करेंगे. What is third party? First party is firm. Second party is the partners who are involved into it. And third party means somebody with whom we are indirectly related. कोई ऐसा जिससे हम अपने बिजनेस के थ्रू डायरेक्टली नहीं, इनडायरेक्टली रिलेटेड है, इज अ थर्ड पार्टी. ओके, क्लियर प्रिशा? With whom the firm is indirectly associated. Now we all have decided everything what we will do in the business, what we will do in the firm. Then we have decided the partnership deed, how will it be. अपने सारे documents ready करके the partners will reach the registrar office. Now when they reach the registrar office, the legal formalities will be done. A stamp paper will be there, 750 rupees, which are there for the registration. That amount the partners will pay. What will the registrar do? He will make an entry in his register that XYZ firm, partnership firm came into existence from 15 July 2021. अब आज की डेट से हमारी फर्म XYZ पार्टनरशिप फर्म के नाम से रजिस्ट्रार के पास रजिस्टर हो गई. So this is the legal procedure, and after all this is done, you can start working in your partnership firm. Any confusion with this, children?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
No, ma'am.
Now, two very important things. Difference between a partnership and sole proprietor, and difference between a partnership and HUF. We will simply do a comparative study. Now you tell me, who governs the partnership firm? The Indian Partnership Act. Who governs the sole proprietorship?
Ma'am, no act.
No legal body. Totally my choice. What I have to do. Okay. Second point. Registration. Is a partnership registered?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Is a sole proprietor business registered?
Ma'am, no, ma'am.
No need for registration. Third point of comparison. Number of members. How many members minimum can be there in a partnership? Very good. And maximum? 50. Very nice. How many members are there in a sole proprietor business?
Ma'am, it is owned and managed by the one person.
One single fellow. My business, my rules, my profit, my liability. If the business fails, all my loss. Okay, one person. Next one. Agreement. Is partnership an agreement? Yes, it is an agreement between the partners. But for sole proprietor, there is no such case. Capital contribution. Who all brings in capital in a partnership firm?
The All the
The partners bring the
partners.
capital. Very good. Who brings the capital in a sole proprietor business?
Ma'am, karta. The owner.
That same single fellow. My money, my business. Next, sharing of profit and loss. Who will share profits and losses made by the partnership firm?
Partners.
All the partners. Right? Active partner, sleeping partner, this, that, anybody. All the partners will share. Unless there is a condition specified कि हम सिर्फ capital contribute करेंगे और पैसा नहीं लेंगे. But I don't think anybody would do that. And what about the sole proprietor business? Who takes away all the profit?
The owner.
The single owner. Very good. Next point. Risk bearing. Who has to bear the risk for a partnership? All the partners. Who has to bear the risk for the sole proprietor business? The only fellow. He is the only responsible fellow for bearing up all the risks. Now the next point of reference, I'm sorry. Secrecy. Partnership. It is secret, but only to a limited extent. They don't have to publish their account, but the partners know all about each other. X know how much money Y has, Y knows how much money Z has, Z knows how much profit X is earning. So there is a limited secrecy. But for sole proprietorship, total secrecy, 100% secrecy. All my business, what I am doing in it, only I know. So more secrecy in sole proprietor and less secrecy in partnership. Next, management. Who will manage the partnership firm?
All the partners.
Partners among themselves.
By default, all the partners can participate in the management, and in sole proprietor, the single person has to manage
Only the
everything.
individual.
Okay, fine. Was this simple and clear? Comparative study between sole proprietor and partnership.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Fine. Now let us move to difference between partnership and HUF. Partnership and HUF. Governing body. Who governs partnership? Indian Partnership Act. Who governs HUF?
Ma'am, Hindu Succession Act.
Hindu Succession Act. Yes. Hindu Succession Act 1956. Number of members. How many members?
Ma'am, two minimum and
2 to 50. For a HUF? Minimum 2 and maximum. Bigger be your joint family, bigger be, more be the members. Right? It is family based. Next one. Agreement. Partnership is an agreement and it is not an agreement in an HUF. Next. Male-female members. In a partnership, it hardly matters who can be a member. A lady can be a partner, a gent can be a male can be a partner. Now, for HUF, there are certain laws. Mitakshara or Deyabhag, जो 2 rules हैं, there it is clearly mentioned in which type of HUF a female can be a member, a female cannot be a member. So, in certain cases of HUF, females cannot be a member of HUF. Next, liability. Tell me, liability of the partners is unlimited, whereas the liability of Karta is unlimited and the liability of the other members of HUF is limited. Karta की तो unlimited liability होती है, but other people of the HUF, they have limited liability. Next point. Are you saying something?
No.
Okay. Profit sharing ratio. How is the profit divided? The way it is decided in the partnership deed, the partners will share the profits. What about profit sharing ratio? It changes. 2 new male members, two twin boys were born in a family. They were added into partnership business. More और छोटा हो गया प्रॉफिट का प्रपोर्शन, क्योंकि अब प्रॉफिट ज़्यादा लोगों में बढ़ रहा है. तो जितनी ज़्यादा फैमिली बड़ी होती जाती है, प्रॉफिट का प्रपोर्शन को पर्सनली डिवाइड करते हैं. देयर इज़ नो गवर्निंग रूल फॉर HUF. पोजीशन ऑफ अ माइनर. Okay, minor is somebody who is below 18 years of age. A minor cannot become a partner. He cannot at least be an active partner. But in HUF, a minor can be a member. HUF में एक माइनर, एक छोटा बच्चा घर का HUF का मेंबर बन सकता है. नेक्स्ट, मैनेजमेंट. The management is done by the partners and the management is done by the karta. in HUF. Legal existence. Partnership has a better legal existence if only it is registered or unregistered.
Ma'am, registered.
Very good. It has to be registered to have a more strong legal setup. When it talks about Hindu undivided family, lesser legal procedures are there, lesser legal bindings are there, and therefore legal existence इनका बहुत अच्छा नहीं होता है. It can continue even after the death or insolvency of its members. And a partnership comes to an end. Partnership dissolve होती है when somebody retires or dies, and a partnership form has to be reconstituted. This is about the legal existence. And for an HUF, किसी की डेथ होने से, किसी की बर्थ होने से HUF के मूवमेंट पर, HUF की रनिंग में कोई भी फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. So children, is the partnership topic clear to each one of you?
Yes.